Hello everyone and welcome back to the Peace Within YouTube channel. My name is Christine and in this video we have a pick a card reading to answer the question, does my twin flame know we're twin flames? So we have three piles over here. We have pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. So feel free to take a moment, pause this video and feel into your heart whichever pile calls out to you, and I have the timestamps posted below. So without further ado, let's see if your twin flame knows your twin flames. So, welcome to your reading, pile number 1, and let's see if your twin flame knows your twin flame. So, the first three cards I got for you was Three of Coins, the Knight of Coins, and the Moon. So, for lots of you, you get the message that the person you're inquiring after is someone you are working with on a professional level, or even just perhaps like during a pastime or a hobby, but it's someone that you're collaborating with and working very, very well together. And because I see lots of like this collaboration energy, like in the Three of Coins, like you're working together on some project and you're excellent at working together. And also the Knight of Coins, that has to do a lot with productivity and all those things. With the Moon card, I get the feeling that they do recognize the connection, this person that you're inquiring after. However, it is on a very deep and subconscious level yet. It's still quite early. They still see you as someone that you're working very well with, and that, they see you as very productive, very much of a go-getter. And these are all very attractive characteristics in someone, so don't be discouraged that they are not like recognizing it fully yet. And here's where a little secret comes into play, and this is that you and your twin flame are one at the core. What does that mean? Well, that means that whatever choices you make, they reflect. So if there's a part of you still that does not really fully see yourself for who you truly are, or that has one specific image of yourself, and you're not really seeing the full picture of who you truly are, then your twin flame will reflect that. Also, if there are any doubts, is with the Moon card. The Moon card is about illusions, it's about doubts, it's about fears. And especially fears we don't really want to admit to ourselves even, because they run really deep. So what I'm seeing here is that there are still parts of you that are doubting that this person is your twin flame, and of course this is reflecting on them as well. They'll reflect this to you. So your job here, if you want to move forward in your connection, is to clear the doubts between you and just trust the divine's guidance here. Your feelings are put in your heart for a reason. They are not just random desires. In fact, the word desire means of the Father, of God, of Source. So the feelings that you have for this person, it's safe to respect them and it is safe to honor them, and just move forward. It is safe to love them, and it's safe to really go deep in this connection. Just do whatever the guided steps are. Just take those steps, move forward. Your feelings are guides. They are not your enemy. They're not something to be buried. And I've struggled with this myself because, I used to think that, I got a crush on this random person and whatever. But that clearly can't be my twin flame. But the truth is that there is always something. And my spiritual teacher, Stefan Shalia, in their book, they discuss like dating on the twin flame journey. So even if you are super convinced that this person is not your twin flame, like couldn't be by any means, but it still feels juicy to go ahead and date them, then go ahead and follow your heart. Just date this person, because like worst case scenario, you have healed by dating them like so many core wounds and blocks to your true twin flame. They're the gateway to your true twin flame. And best case scenario is that, this person turns out to have been your true twin flame in disguise all along, because, as with the Moon card, illusion, right? You were not seeing yourself clearly, so you could not recognize them for who they are. So, just keep going deeper, get to know this person and get to know yourself, and do so from a place of being really honest and really authentic. It is safe for you to be vulnerable and share. You cannot be hurt. You're a divine being. So, move forward with that knowledge. And it's safe to be fearless and just, go get them. The next two cards I have are religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, and forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So, for some of you, I'm getting that there could be like a relationship between those people that have different faiths. Like one of you is Christian, the other Muslim, for example. Or, it could be any combination of faiths. Or one of you is religious and the other is like, you know what, I'm just spiritual. I do not adhere to a certain religion. This doesn't necessarily mean that they're not your twin flame, of course, because you're one at the core. So if there's such a case with you, and this is why you're doubting the connection, as with the moon, even though, you seem to be working well and be like super productive together and just mesh really well, just go deeper here. This is what I would invite you to do. Go deeper and see what it is that this person is really expressing here, what the core value is. For example, you can have the same exact relationship with the divine as your twin flame. Well, you do have the same exact relationship because you're one of the core, right? So the relationship you have with the divine, they do as well. But, perhaps they, their relationship is through prayer and going to church or the temple. And your relationship is through meditation and card readings. And both are equally valid ways to connect with God, source, the divine. And everybody has their own way of communicating with the divine. So, just take a look at the deeper core value expressed here, because, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not your twin flame if one of you is religious, the other isn't, or if, you belong in different religions. Just get to the core of it, what it is that you believe, what it is that your relationship with the divine truly is. And for some of you, perhaps you might be having some guilt associated with certain religious teachings about pursuing love. For some of you, I'm sensing arranged marriage as well, like it's part of like the religious upbringing, and like your parents perhaps didn't marry for love, they married for convenience, or like the way arranged marriages were done in the past. But the twin flame journey is here to change this paradigm. You're not meant to just marry a soulmate and be miserable with them and just be with them out of convenience and maybe learn to love them. You deserve to have a juicy, loving relationship. You deserve this beautiful romance, this amazing sex life with your true twin flame, because they were designed to be your lover for all eternity. They were designed to be your wife or husband, depending on what you're into. All right. So yeah, just if you have been experiencing such guilt over being with this person because of religion, or you feel like in their religion it's different, but in yours not so much the way it is with them, well, this is just a block to be healed, because your true twin flame, it doesn't matter with them. They were created for you, you were created for them, so it's safe to move forward. Forgiving and learning is all about, so if there is something that happened between you that was very hurtful, I'm sensing arguments perhaps, I'm sensing fallout even, it's safe to forgive and release those upsets. Your twin flame is only ever reflecting what is in your consciousness. They're not out to hurt you, they're not out to get you. So the more you forgive and you learn those lessons and you master the lessons of your twin flame journey, the more you will notice they recognize you, the more you will see that they claim you as their own true love, the way you feel in your heart as well. Your heart and your twin flame's heart are not separate. You have one heart. So it's only a matter of releasing those illusions. Just release any past hurts and love yourself there. And do your own part of the inner work, the healing work. And you will find that they recognize you the way you recognize them. And it is not doomed for it to be just on a subconscious level, and your relationship will stay stagnant forever. You were meant to be together, you were meant to be lovers, and they recognize you as you recognize yourself, and as you go deeper into recognizing with them. And the final two cards I have for you, group number one, are Break the Chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Oh my, this is so related to the rest of the reading. And Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So, this applies to you even if you're a man or a divine masculine. It's, I'll get to it in a moment. Let's start with the Break the Chain card. So, religious factors and forgiving and learning, I feel, are connected so much to the Break the Chain card because a lot of our perceptions of love and romance have been shaped by our families. If your parents were divorced, for example, this could have wounded you, and perhaps this influenced your outlook on love, and you were like, oh, just no marriage is meant to work out, so why would it work out with my twin flame? And it's important for you to heal this. And in truth, you and your twin flame were never separate. You were created together from the beginning, and that's how you remain. It's just an illusion that you aren't together. So there's no such thing as divorce in divine truth. You were created with a perfect partner, and that's how you remain for all eternity. And it's safe to forgive your parents if you feel like they taught you a bad view of relationships that is not really divine. They're humans too, and they too are learning. And we can only teach from the place we already are. We cannot teach from a higher place. We teach the lessons that we have mastered. So it's safe to forgive and move forward with that. You don't have to, your path is not the same as anybody else's. It doesn't matter if it's family or friends or siblings. Your path is your own to walk, and the divine has paved it perfectly for you. So it is safe to forgive. It is safe to release those patterns and just, take a dive into the divine's love here, because it is infinite, and this is for you too. You're meant to have this perfect life of romance. And an excellent way to do this healing, to forgive, is using the mirror exercise. And it's a very simple exercise, and it's very, very healing. And in combination with meditation perhaps and journaling, this can really help you move forward here and just feel all your feelings and heal through them, because only you have the power to do that. And finally, the Sisterhood of the Rose is a card of beauty and being devoted to seeing beauty everywhere you go and creating that. And this card urges you, it is a very stark contrast to the Moon card. It's, the Moon card is seeing everything as deception, as illusion, just really cautious and really reserved. But in order to receive love, you need to be open. Your heart needs to be open. And this is what the Sisterhood of the Rose is urging you to do. Just open up your heart to receive love. It is safe to receive love. It is safe to give love. You can never be hurt in love. So if you're holding any beliefs that love hurts, or it's painful, or it's unsafe, I invite you to release them right now. Love never hurts. Love is of the divine. So this is, again, the Sisterhood of the Rose is a reminder for you to see the beauty of your journey and celebrate your achievements, the healing you've achieved so far. You're already doing this. And don't you worry. Just release all worry and just see the beauty and cultivate the beauty within yourself. And beauty isn't just about like wearing makeup, for example, or a cool new hairstyle, or just having muscles. Beauty it begins on the inside. It's about cultivating your true divine beauty. And you can only do that with the divine. And as you cultivate your beauty, as you see your beauty, your twin flame sees that too. And they connect with you on a deeper level here. And, the teacher part of this card, your twin flame is your ultimate teacher. So whatever they're reflecting to you, perhaps you've told them, hey, we're twin flames, but they're like, no, that's bullshit. Well, this is something to learn here, forgiving and learning. Perhaps you've told them in the past and they've rejected you. This is not a forever situation. This is for you to, heal and move deeper into love. What is your twin flame showing you right now? Just go do the mirror exercise and just heal whatever it is. And I guarantee you, you will see the difference. As soon as you heal this, they heal it too, and it no longer manifests. And this is how you get into union with them. So this is all I have for you, pal number one. Don't lose your hope. you're already just, this was a really beautiful message, and a lot of healing to be done, but don't be discouraged. Like, it's perfectly achievable. You can do this. There's no such thing as too much healing. You can do this no matter what, and you can claim your support here. And you definitely don't have to do this alone. You can, commit to and invest in twin flame coaching. This really helps also move you forward. Just take the time to do the mirror exercise whenever you're upset at something. And you will notice that in no time the block is cleared and your twin flame is right there alongside you. They recognize you and everything is fine. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame readings. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Welcome, pal number 2, and let's see if your twin flame knows your twin flames. And if they don't, how you can fix that. So, we have the 9 of Swords. We also have the 6 of Cups, and we finally have the 2 of Coins for the tarot cards. So, what I'm getting from this is that this is a pretty sensitive subject for you lately. You've been, the 9 of Swords is a card of suffering, of depression. Perhaps you've been having nightmares, your sleep schedule's all over the place. However, the suffering of the 9 of Swords is self-inflicted. There are parts of you that are making this journey really hard on yourself, and just you're like, don't do this to yourself, please. There is literally no need for you to suffer on this journey. The twin flame journey can be one of beautiful self-discovery. It's all about returning to your original state of pure divine love. So if you've been making this journey hard on yourself by holding on to negative thoughts like, oh, we'll never be together, what's the point, and like of struggling alone and just suffering and being isolated, like the man over here is just so isolated, I would invite you to release that. It's safe to claim your support. It is claimed to be part of a community that supports you and loves you, and you can share about your journey. And you don't have to suffer to be with your twin flame. In fact, the more you insist on having this thought pattern of just suffering constantly, the more you are going to attract it and attract situations that make you feel like you need to suffer even more. The 2 of Coins is a card of adaptability, and this is like a huge wake-up call for you to just adjust your outlook on life and on this journey. Again, it doesn't have to be hard. It's only as hard as you make it on yourself. Please don't make it hard on yourself. Like, you have the choice here. You can just claim your support and follow teachings that actually work instead of just pointing a finger and blaming your twin flame perhaps. And I'm also getting a message about releasing control here, because when you're trying to control how your twin flame comes to you, what they say to you, or what your connection should look like, it never turns out this way. First of all, it's safe to release those expectations, and releasing your control doesn't mean that you will not work towards your desire and that you will not be with your twin flame. It means that you just let the divine do its job, and you trust that the divine will bring you together when you do your job of healing your own upsets. And finally, the 6 of Cups is a card of childlike innocence. So I'm getting the message that your twin flame has really pure feelings for you. Like, they view you as, their love is innocent in a way. But, however, what I mean by saying pure love is that it is love of the divine. It is not based in ego. They do not desire to get from you or take from you. They desire to give to you all this love and all this. They just love you so fucking much. That's what I'm getting. Oh my, it's it's really beautiful. Just the way a child loves, this is how they love you, and it's so much, and it's so beautiful, and it's so pure and unconditional. However, because you're making this so hard on yourself by getting stuck in suffering, like mindsets, and you're not adapting your mindset at all, you're not seeing this, and you're not seeing the love that they have for you, and that they've claimed you and they're claiming you. But instead you're just stuck in this mindset of just suffering, and like just it's safe to release it. It's more compassionate for you to release it, and I promise to you, the world will not burn if you choose for your twin flame journey to be easy. Like, I guarantee you, it will not burn. Just, it's safe. Go ahead. And I love the artwork in the Two of Coins card because you see this woman just looking at herself in the mirror. And mirrors are a big theme here because your twin flame is your ultimate mirror. Whatever you have in your consciousness, they reflect to you. So if you're seeing this journey as something that, oh, I'll just suffer and we'll never end up being together, your twin flame will reflect that. Despite the love that they have over here for you, they cannot express that because you're not expressing this love to yourself. In order to receive your twin flame's love, you need to first receive it from yourself because they're your mirror. They chooses you at the same time. There's no buffer period. There's no waiting. You are one consciousness. So the sooner you change your mindset and you see that there's no separation between you and there never was, the sooner you will notice that, yes, they recognize you. Yes, they claim you. And yes, you will receive all their love in full. But first, you need to give this to yourself because you're the one that has power over your reality. Nobody else does. Nobody else can make the choice for you to be in union. Not even your twin flame because you choose as one. So it's like exactly the same thing as your reflection in the mirror. Your reflection in the mirror does not do something before you do it. So yeah, just release the suffering and the mentality that it has to be hard. There's lots of support available for you. And, you know, if you've been feeling lost and like you don't know how to do this, then feel free to reach out to me. And, yeah, I can share with you resources that will really, really help you make this journey very fun and very light and very easy for you. So don't hesitate. Next two cards I have drawn for you, pile number 2, are past life relationship. You have known each other before. And that's a very juicy artwork. And very soon. Clearly decide what it is that you want so that it comes to you now. So, a very good tip that I learned about the law of attraction in my years as in the spiritual journey in general is about getting really clear on what it is that you desire. So, you know, if you haven't made a love list and, you know, you don't know who your true twin flame is and you're like, is this person the one, whatever, just, yeah, go ahead and make this love list. And whatever qualities this person in your list has, these are the qualities of your twin flame. If you're not sure how to make a love list or what that is, I have a video for you. Just feel free to watch it. I explain it, how you can make it. It's very, very easy. And that's how you also identify your twin flame. So if you've been having issues with them not recognizing you, then this is how you heal it, by choosing to see yourself clearly and just, yeah, you recognize them, and that's how they recognize you in return. Again, you're mirrors. None of you does something before the other or after. It's the same time. Same exact fraction of a second. And the past life relationship, I feel like your twin flame recognizes this connection, and with this like pure love that exists here, it's like, yeah, I've known you before. Like, you're so familiar to me, and like we've spent lifetimes together before. And this is actually true because you were together since the beginning of your creation, you and your twin flame. So they recognize that, they feel that. But again, in order for them to express that, you need to release the suffering thoughts, the thoughts of separation that are keeping you in this loop. And the moment you do that, you will notice that they're like, hey, you know, you're the one I have been looking for all along. Like, I recognize you, it's you. I finally found you, and it's just so beautiful. And yeah, I'm getting that it happens very, very soon. So yeah, just get clear on what it is that you desire and go get it. So the final two cards I have for you, pile number 2, are Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided, and play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So yes, your twin flame journey can be playful, it can be fun, it can be very easy. So yeah. Again, great reminder. And in fact, when you're playful and when you do things that you actually desire and you're in this mindset, this is how you attract your twin flame to you. You know, this is how they desire you most, when you're at your playful, when you're your truest self. And this is how they recognize you because, you know, past life relationship, you were created at the same time. They're familiar with your soul's blueprint. They know you. But you know, for them to recognize that you need to let this soul blueprint of yours shine. You need to, you know, just express yourself and show the true you. It is perfectly safe, and you're perfect the way you are. You don't need to pretend to be someone you're not to attract them. You don't need to paint your nails a certain color or have like your hair like that, or just exercise 5 hours a day to build up those muscles. And like, you don't need to do any of that. Your twin flame is already attracted to you. Just unleash this playful energy within you and just have fun and celebrate life as the big party that it is. And it's every day is a celebration. Every day comes with lessons, comes with more wisdom, and it's safe to surrender to that. And finally, follow your heart. You know, you clicked on this video for a reason, you are here for a reason, and you needed to hear this message. And this is the divine guidance that you're given to just release the suffering, release all the ideas that it has to be hard. Life was meant to be easy, life was meant to be fun. So I would invite you to just release those thoughts and embrace that. And it is safe. It doesn't mean, of course, that you go ahead and be irresponsible. However, you can still make it so that your work and play are one. And yeah, you can find enjoyment in every single part of life. Even like paying the bills, it serves a purpose. And you can find enjoyment in the fact that, hey, I'm having a roof over my head. I don't have to be homeless. Yay. You know, there's, yeah, just let go of the black clouds and just enjoy. That's all I have for you. So, thank you, pal number 2, for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to click the like button for me and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame readings. If you would like extra help on your twin flame journey, if you've been feeling lost or, you know, need some help releasing those negative thoughts, feel free to reach out to me. My links are in the description below, and I would be really, really happy to help you. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! So, welcome group number 3 to your reading. So, let's see whether your twin flame knows your twin flames. So, for you, I have drawn the 6 of Swords, the Lovers, ooh, and the 6 of Wands. Oh my! So, yeah, I think this is pretty self-explanatory. The answer is a yes. Capital yes, like all caps. The answer is yes, your twin flame knows your twin flames. But what if they do not admit it? You might be asking. So, very glad you asked that question. So, the 6 of Swords card is a card about releasing baggage, it's about transition, it's about the rite of passage. So, all of us carry some baggage from our previous relationships, and all of us have been wounded in some way or another. It is perfectly, like, natural. It has happened to all of us. But if you're still carrying that baggage of the old relationship with you, if you're still carrying this energy of your previous lovers, then, you know, your twin flame is going to reflect that. So, you know, even if you do not have feelings for your exes anymore, like in the sense of romantic or sexual feelings, if you're still carrying the grudge with you, if you're still mad at them, if you're sad about what happened, then you cannot fully invite your twin flame into your life to come in, no matter how much they love and desire you. Because there is still some space in your heart that is not ready to receive this gift of love from them. So I would invite you to take a really good look into your consciousness about what beliefs are you holding about love, about the romance. And, you know, be your own knight in shining armor here. Heal yourself, and yeah, also hear yourself. What you have to say, like, love yourself fully there. The mirror exercise is an excellent tool to do that. I have it linked below if you don't know it already. And yeah, just release all that negativity from previous relationships. Perhaps it could be also friendships, or how perhaps you viewed your parents relating to each other as you grew up, and this shaped your view of romance in a certain way. Twin flames don't work at all like soulmates do. Your soulmate is not one being with you, but your twin flame is. So, you know, lots of cases we are used to the old paradigm of just whine until they give you what you want, or just reach outside of yourself and they, you know, will romance you back. But with your twin flame, what you need to do, and the secret here, is to love yourself first and romance yourself first, because on the twin flame journey, you learn the most important lesson, that you and the divine are your source of love and romance. It is the divine that you desire, and your twin flame is your ultimate lover, and it's the divine that manifests as your ultimate lover through your twin flame only. So if you desire to indeed experience this connection on the 3D with your twin flame, then yes, just go ahead, release that baggage, and just love yourself there. And if you need extra help with that, feel free to invest in twin flame coaching, and it really, really helps you release the old baggage of relationships and that you've had before. It helps you correct any separation thoughts and replace them with loving thoughts instead. And it really helps you to see the truth of your union and the nature of your relationship with your twin flame. And this is what you manifest, because when you're holding on to illusions of you and your twin flame being two different people, that's what you're going to manifest. So it's very important for you to clear this perception that you have and just see them as who they truly are to you. They're you. You're the same person. Like, okay, not the same person per se. Like, you share the same consciousness. You may express yourselves in a little bit different ways, but at the core, you have one heart. And the Lover's card is very self-explanatory. This is just, it's such a twin flame card. And like you see Cupid on top, just, over the two lovers. And I don't know if you can see this, but let me bring the card closer. There is this, the ground in between them just looks like it's separating, but they're still holding on to each other, like holding hands here. And you can just take this in two different ways that, I tend to see that the love between them that they share is mending the ground. So essentially what you have here is like they're uniting instead of just separating. Even like their love is so strong that their surroundings are bending to their will, and there's nothing that can keep them together. They have chosen to be with one another, and there is nothing that can keep them together, even if it's like the earth splitting in half. All right, so sure, now at the time of the coronavirus, like a lot of you can be like, oh, how can I be with my twin flame? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just your choice is what matters here. So it doesn't matter if it's the coronavirus, if it is like, I don't know, the apocalypse. Or the zombie apocalypse even. Like, a few zombies can't keep you apart from your true twin flame, so yeah. And finally, the Six of Wands is a beautiful card of victory. So the message is very clear here again, that just to release the old baggage, release any negative thoughts about your union or about what life is supposed to be with your twin flame. Perhaps if you've been thinking, oh, it's so hard to be with them, that's what you're going to manifest. But yeah, it's all about shifting your perception, and victory is a guarantee. Being with them is a guarantee. This is like, just And the next two cards I have for you are True Love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So you guys are both really, really just beautiful reminders that your twin flame is your one true love, and you're meant to be with them. Like, the movies didn't lie to you, alright? There is such a thing as true love, and the divine created it for you. So it's safe to feel gratitude about this love that was created for you and was gifted to you so graciously. And it is all yours to claim. Nobody can take this from you. And it's all a matter of following your heart and choosing to pursue this love no matter what. And you will have that. It's safe to trust in true love. And it's safe to express your passion also. And this is not just reserved for your twin flame journey. This is also like whatever activities make you feel passionate, invest in that. And it's safe to share your passion with the world. For example, if you've been passionate about like creating paintings, go ahead and do that and share them with the world, and just do whatever it is that matters to you. It doesn't matter if anybody else approves of it or not, because your twin flame is intimately they know your soul blueprint intimately because you share the same one. So when you truly do what sets your heart on fire and what really matters to you, this is how you attract them to you. This is how they recognize you. They recognize your authenticity. They don't recognize like the false image of yourself that you're putting out there. So, even if you're afraid, oh, I'm a bit quirky, I have this, habit that's a bit strange, and my exes used to say that it's bullshit, or like, just release that. Just, release it. Let it go. Let it go. you know, your twin flame loves you so, so much at the core. And yeah, it doesn't matter. Just embrace the quirky, embrace the weird. You're perfect just the way you are. So, and the final two cards I have for you, pile number 3, are Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? Oh my, these are just so related. Do you see that? And Keepers of the Earth. You're not alone. Ancestors, ancient ancestors stand beside you. So yeah, this is just coming together very, very well. Answer the call, like whatever your heart has been calling out for you to do, and it changes in your life that you've been wanting to make, just go ahead and make them. Just you know what the calling in your heart is. It's been placed there for a reason, and you can trust in that. And you can move forward with faith, you can move forward with love, and know that you're always supported in following your heart and living your life's purpose and being with your twin flame. So, you know, don't be afraid. Like, if the call in your heart was to reach out to them, then reach out to them. Of course, you always want to examine the motivation that you have. Like, your twin flame doesn't respond well if you're trying to take their approval or just get a response out of them. Of course, they're you. But if you genuinely want to reach out because you love them, you want to see how they're doing, like, yeah, just what's up, love you. Just, yeah, go ahead and do it. It's perfectly safe to do so. And that's how you build communication between them. That's how you ensure your victory, from a place of love, not from a place of just trying to take. This is the old soulmate stuff. And yeah, we don't need that. Just release, release. And finally, the Keepers of the Earth are here to remind you that you're perfectly supported. You're not alone, and you're not meant to be alone on your twin flame journey. There are so many resources to support you, and yeah, just be open to receiving this level of support for your life and just to be with your twin flame. And I'm getting the message also that even if the circumstances of your twin flame union seem impossible, like, you know, your twin flame lives on another continent or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because the divine always finds a way, and your job is just to love yourself, to heal yourself, and this is how they manifest, this is how they appear. And every obstacle that is in the way, it doesn't matter, it's just, yeah, it's not true, and you will find that all the obstacles were illusions all along. And also the Keepers of the Earth is here to remind you that, hey, you've done lots of work so far to heal, congratulations, just keep up the good work and just acknowledge yourself, give yourself a pat on the back. Of course, you don't want to stop because you're always deepening into love, and you know, you want to increase the love that you have in your life by investing in your healing. However, it's safe to recognize how far you've come and just, yeah, pat yourself on the back. Just, you're doing great, and victory is guaranteed. So this is all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to click the like button for me and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame readings and other twin flame juicy content. If you would like extra support on your twin flame journey, then feel free to reach out to me. I would love to support you all the way into your harmonious union. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!